welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. India paid tributes to Mahatma Gandhi, the country's independence leader, on his death anniversary. President Draupadi Murmu paid homage to Gandhi, who is referred as father of the nation, at Rajghat in Delhi. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar also paid tributes to the Mahatma. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid his respects to the iconic leader who freed India from British rule. The nation observes his death anniversary on January 30th as Martyrs' Day. Gandhi was shot by Nathuram Godse in 1948 at the sprawling compound of Birla House, which is now called Gandhi Smriti in Delhi. In Tamil Nadu, leaders from the governing DMK party took a pledge to uphold religious harmony in the country as part of events to mark the anniversary. With Chief Minister M.K. Stalin on a visit to Europe, his son, Sports Minister Udhyanidhi Stalin, led the ceremony in Chennai. Mahatma Gandhi advocated non-violence, peaceful ways to resolve differences, and maintain religious harmony across the country. Monuments for Gandhi have been built around the nation, and his principles have been adopted by many in the country, and they earned him millions of followers around the world.
காப்போம் காப்போம் மனிதநேயம் காப்போம் விளக்குவோம் விளக்குவோம் மதவெறியை விளக்குவோம் காப்போம் காப்போம் வேற்றுமையில் ஒற்றுமை காப்போம் விளக்குவோம் விளக்குவோம் நமக்குள் உள்ள பிளவுகளை விளக்குவோம்.
Reports say the Enforcement Directorate is unable to reach Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren to question him in a money laundering case after he reportedly travelled to Delhi. Soren's party, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, said that he was in touch with its leaders and staged rallies to support him. According to reports, investigators said that his whereabouts are not known, but his chartered plane remains parked in Delhi, and his car has been seized. Some reports said Soren had told investigators that he will be available for questioning today. Soren, who did not respond to multiple summons, is under investigation for alleged unauthorized transfer of land ownership, and 14 people have been detained in the case so far. The candidate of the BJP has been elected mayor of Chandigarh city, defeating his main challenger of the Aam Aadmi Party. Manoj Sonkar defeated Kuldeep Kumar in the first test of strength for the recently formed India bloc against the National Democratic Alliance. The BJP secured 16 seats in the 35-member municipal corporation, and 8 votes were deemed void. The Chandigarh administration rescheduled the polls to February 6th after the presiding officer became ill. But the Punjab and Haryana High Court instructed the government to hold the election today. The Congress Party, an ally of the AAP, fielded candidates in a certain pattern to prevent a straight-up competition between them. Reports said, ahead of the budget session of Parliament, the suspension of remaining 11 lawmakers has been lifted. During the winter session last month, 146 lawmakers from both houses were suspended for holding protests demanding a reply on the security lapse at Parliament. The budget session starting Wednesday will last for 10 days, when Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will present the interim budget. The full budget is expected to come after the general election due in months from now. On the eve of the session, the government said it was prepared to address every topic that will be raised by the lawmakers. A court in Kerala has sentenced 15 men to death for their role in the murder of BJP leader Ranjith Srinivasan in 2021. The verdict was delivered by a district judge in Mavelikara. All the 15 are members of the banned organization, the Popular Front of India. Srinivasan was killed at his home in front of his family, and prosecution backed maximum punishment and described it as the rarest of rare cases. The murder followed the killing of K.S. Shan, who was a member of the SDPI, the political arm of the Popular Front of India. The PFI was banned by the Indian government in 2022. According to government data in the Maldives, there's been a noticeable change in the composition of visitors to the island. The tourism ministry said visitors from India dropped to 5th place from the 3rd position. The data, which was collected as of January 28th, comes in the aftermath of a bitter diplomatic row between the South Asian neighbors. In December last year, India ranked first in terms of visitor numbers, accounting for almost 11% of the Maldives' total tourism revenue for that year. The setting for the row was Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's beach trip to Lakshadweep earlier, which was perceived as an attempt to market the Indian territory as a tourist substitute for the Maldives. The Indian Navy has rescued a second fishing vessel from pirates off the east coast of Somalia within hours of each other. 11 armed pirates boarded the fishing trawler FV Al-Naimi, which was flying the Iranian flag, and its 19 crew members, all Pakistanis, were taken hostage. The Navy ship Sumitra launched a rescue operation and freed all of them. Hours earlier, the same Navy vessel intercepted FV Iman, which was also flying the Iranian flag, before all its 17 crew members were rescued from pirates in the region. The Indian Navy has increased its anti-piracy patrols in the east of Somalia and the Gulf of Aden, two regions known for pirate activity. According to reports, popular Tamil actor Vijay has begun the process of establishing his own political party and will serve as its president. A member of his team stated to a news outlet that the party is now working to register with the Indian Election Commission. A meeting was apparently attended by approximately 200 members of the party's General Council before registration. They added, the party has nominated a General Secretary and Treasurer and established a Central Executive Committee. According to reports, the actor will select the party's name soon. For over 10 years, Vijay has been nurturing his political ambitions, and his fan bases have participated in welfare and philanthropic endeavors. Former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan has been sentenced to 10 years in prison, less than 2 weeks before the nation votes in an election that his party has been prevented from contesting. Shah Mahmood Qureshi, the vice president of his Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party, was handed the same sentence. Both men were charged in connection with alleged leaks of secret government documents. Khan received his sentence at Adiala jail, where he has been held since his arrest in August. He claims that a number of court cases have been stacked against him in an attempt to keep him from taking office again. Khan was prime minister from 2018 to 2022, when the nation's military kingmakers refused to back him, and he was removed in a no-confidence vote. United Nations Relief and Works Agency in Gaza says it is facing extremely desperate conditions after several countries cut off funding. The freezing of funds comes in the wake of allegations that some of its staff were involved in the raids by Hamas on Israel in October. Japan and Austria announced that they will no longer be making funds to the UN agency. The US, UK, Germany, and Italy have also halted funding of the humanitarian operation. Reports said an Israeli intelligence dossier claims at least 12 laborers with the UN agency took part in the raid on southern Israel. It further said over 1,000 employees of the UN agency had links with Hamas. The agency has suspended some workers and said it was investigating. The UK Foreign Secretary has indicated that Britain is prepared to advance the time when it formally recognizes a state for Palestine. According to David Cameron, in order to promote peace in the Middle East, Palestinians must be given a political perspective. He said at a Westminster reception that the UK has a duty to outline the contours of a Palestinian state. According to Cameron, the Palestinian people would need to witness irreversible progress in the direction of a two-state solution. He told the Conservative Middle East Council that once that occurs, we will examine the matter of recognizing a Palestinian state alongside our allies, even at the United Nations. The Foreign Secretary also called on Israel to permit increased humanitarian help into Gaza, calling it ludicrous that essential material, including British and other supplies, was being turned away at the border. Activists in Thailand say that a Russian-Belarusian rock band with anti-war sentiments faces the possibility of being sent back to Russia. Human Rights Watch has called on Thai authorities to refrain from deporting BI2, whose 7 members are allegedly being persecuted and have drawn criticism from Moscow. While on tour in Phuket, a resort island that welcomes thousands of Russian visitors, the band was detained for performing without permission and sent to a jail in Bangkok. According to the band's Facebook page, it was facing deportation following their conviction on Friday for staging a show without proper authorization. It is not clear if Russian officials have requested their expulsion, but Moscow's lawmakers had singled out their anti-Russian stance. Billionaire Elon Musk has announced that his company, Neuralink, had implanted a brain chip in its first human patient and that the preliminary outcomes were promising. Musk co-founded the neurotechnology business in 2016 with the goal of creating direct neural computer connection. The goal is to enhance human potential, cure neurological conditions like Parkinson's or ALS, and perhaps even establish a mutually beneficial partnership between humans and artificial intelligence in the future. The startup announced last year that US regulators had given the go-ahead for it to test its brain implants on humans. Neuralink's technology will primarily function via an implant known as the Link, a piece of equipment the size of 5 stacked coins that is surgically inserted into the human brain. Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.